Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is a very quick reading. I decided to pull a couple of cards from The Universe Has My Back deck. This card reading is basically for the current situation when it comes to coronavirus, COVID-19. I've been seeing a lot of posts online. People are panicking. People are being really negative towards others, towards people who are traveling, calling them stupid. The thing is, there is a lot that is going on that we don't understand. And by being cruel and hating on people, it's not really going to help people. It's not going to help the world as a whole. So these are just cards I shuffled and I laid out. I've got a new setup. So let's start. First card we got was, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. I think the first the first advice that the universe wants to tell us is that we must learn from the situation. I feel like everything, if you are spiritual, if you are religious, you've got to ask yourself, why do things like this happen? And yes, this is not to take away from other diseases and hardships that people face every single day, irrespective of viruses like this that pop up. But you've got to also ask yourself, what are we learning when it comes to such situations which can turn into a pandemic? When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I'm always guided back. So, what this is telling me is that you have got to learn from these lessons. The world as a whole has got to learn. We have got to learn how to be kind. We have got to learn how to protect ourselves. I'm also getting that, this is a good advice. Not all of us wash our hands all the time. And I'm not talking thing that, we're cleaner than, one person's cleaner than the other, but it is kind of the fact. And especially younger kids and things like that, it is something that we need to start being more aware of. Also, even if you just had the regular cold, if you are sneezing on people, which a lot of people still do, if you're coughing without covering your mouth, if you're not washing your hands, if you're just sneezing all over the place, and this is with a regular cold. This is something that doesn't really help us. And now with COVID-19, there is obviously an extra precaution that needs to be taken. I feel like there will be these lessons that sort of get ingrained in us that we should be taking care of these basic, self-precautionary things, even if you don't have a scare of COVID-19. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Now, this was a very interesting card. I actually had a bit of an argument with somebody online. Not really an argument, but people are just very mean towards those who are traveling. Now, people are like, okay, stop all travel. I'm not telling you to travel to Wuhan. I'm not telling you to travel to Italy. But say you have a trip booked to wherever, and the cases there are minimal, or they have decent amount, but not crazy amounts like China. And you can't cancel the trip because it's very expensive, or it's for a family obligation, or it's a work trip, or it costs way too much. And there are people who are so rude online, and that is my problem. I'm not saying it is okay to travel, and I'm not saying it is not okay to travel. That is a personal choice. That is a personal decision. I also believe that one can fall sick in our own town because we don't know, what's happened, how many people are in the country, how many people have it. We don't know the facts. So we have to be precautious at all times. But what this card is telling us is, when I'm having fun, the universe works fast. What this is telling me is that the universe is telling us that, yes, we have to be precaution. Yes, we have to learn from it. But we can't live in fear. We can't be so panicked. Look, guys, we can step out of our house tomorrow and get hit by a bus. All right? God, so anything can happen. We don't live every single day in fear, because if you do, even the days that we are living are not going to be worth it. That doesn't mean you're not precautious. Please, don't misunderstand me. But what this is saying is that you still have to live your life. You still have to have fun. You still have to kind of, Sorry, guys, I ended up getting a call. So, going back to this, yeah, what this is saying is that we need to just live our lives. We need to have fun. We need to be precautious, just like we have to be in everyday life. But we shouldn't live in so much fear and so much panic, because don't forget, our mind is a very important tool. And if we think we're going to be sick, and if we think there's danger at every avenue, then the universe can help you manifest that. So try to kind of be precautious, but at the same time try to kind of let the universe do what it needs to. Pray that everybody things get settled, pray that people get okay, but at the same time live your life and enjoy life as well. The last card is I choose to learn through love. And I think this is great. I feel like this is telling us we need to be loving towards ourselves as well as others. There are so many people attacking. Oh, the Chinese shouldn't have done this. Oh, that person shouldn't have traveled. Oh, that. Look, there are flights flying every single day. Just because you hear of one person getting sick out of 1,000 or God knows how many thousands a day, you have to understand that. Okay, I'm putting it in a different way. You can't judge. You cannot judge people. People are trying their best, all right? There are events being canceled, there's travel being canceled, and you're like, yes, let's live through it, and our livelihood is more important. And I completely agree. Living a life is more important. But if the travel industry collapses, the economy collapses, do you understand the ramification of that? I'm just telling you that be smart. I'm not telling you to travel. I'm not telling you to go out of your house. I'm definitely telling you to, wash your hands and be careful. But what I'm telling you guys is that what the universe is saying is that you must choose to learn through love. You must be loving towards others. You can't create. People are saying the stupidest things like, oh, I shouldn't accept a package from China or Italy, or I'm not going to eat Italian food. I mean, it's such stupid and things, and it's so sad because I feel like that will create a bigger divide amongst us. All right? We all have our dietary preferences. We all do certain things the way we do. Who are we to judge one another? Diseases like this come up all the time. It's the same as when HIV started and people started getting all homophobic because they thought it only affected gay people. But that's not the way to go about this. We have to learn through love. And if rather than separating ourselves from one another, if we work towards each other as people who can work together to find a solution, that is when things work out. So this is a very quick reading on, I kind of just had this thought this morning, like, let's do a little bit of advice from the universe about the current situation. I hope this resonated. Look, again, this is a caveat. I'm not telling you to do anything you don't want to do. I'm telling you, just don't be cruel to other people. Don't judge, and go from a place of love. And that is what the universe is telling you, as well as not to live in fear and be anxious all the time, because that's not good for your mind or your body or your soul. All right, guys, take care. Bye.